Good morning again, everyone. Welcome back for the attacker version of the Swedish prop-to-jet conversion aircraft, the A21RB. The J-21RA is the air superiority jet fighter, and the A21RB is the ground-attacking jet fighter. So similar to the J-21RA, it's it's a conversion of the successful A21A3 into a jet-pushed aircraft rather than a prop-pushed aircraft. This one has got stock, a hilarious little 8mm gun pod, and it's a little secret because it doesn't tell you that you have it. This is how the aircraft comes like this. And it doesn't tell you unless you click on it that you actually can get the 8mm machine gun pod as a stock modification. So make sure you get that when you get this airplane. Other than that, we get the same bunches of rockets that you expect to have, but it doesn't carry a centerline bomb. You can have the gun pod, or you can have no gun pod, but you can't replace the gun pod with a bomb. You only get rockets. So fair enough, although I will miss the rockets, I think. So the offensive 8mm guns get some decent little gun upgrades. I wouldn't expect it to do a whole lot of damage against ground targets because they are awfully small caliber machine guns, but it'd be nice to have that extra bit of anti-air capability and volume of fire, even though it's going to be small fire. An awful lot of BBs can certainly convince a target to go look for easier prey. The 12.7s replace the 13.2s. Just like on the J21RA, the 20mm cannon is the same, and let's see what we've got for ammunition. 1350 for the ammo on the 12.7s, 140 in the 20mm nose cannon, and the gun pod gets 800 rounds of ammunition because even though it's small caliber, it's actually a small gun pod as well. So not as much ammo as you would expect, but it also doesn't have as much space to hold that ammunition. So twice as many machine guns in the gun pod, but about 2/3 of the ammunition of the onboard machine guns. Which is fine. I mean, they're 8mm. They're not hugely effective. They'll be nice for dogfighting. Speaking of dogfighting, let's check the customizations real quick, and then we'll do some dogfighting in this. So customizations, there are none, just like the J21RA. All right, not particularly surprised there. I'm also going to bet that the armor and the X-ray are exactly the same as well. So there we go, with the exception of the wingtip fuel tank, of course. But there you have it. I am going to take the gun pod because I don't see any reason to fly this thing without it. It would just be the J21RA with wingtip tanks without the gun pod, so I'm taking the gun pod stock. Plus, it's available stock. I don't know if it's meant to be, but it always has been ever since this airplane came out. So we're going to take the thing because, well, why wouldn't we? All right. Gun pod on. Let's see what we can do with this thing. I assume the gun pod is going to cause a slight amount of drag penalty compared to taking off clean, but I'm taking them because I want the extra ammo, basically. And yeah, as expected, outstripped by late technology props. Early jets are woefully underpowered compared to late technology piston engines. But, I mean, it makes sense. Piston engines are at the end of their technological advancement, and jets are at the very, very infancy of it, so that's the way it's going to be. That's the way it was. Well, while we're traveling, we'll take a look inside the cockpit. It's not any different than we really would expect to see. Obligatory Euro pirate joke.
Somebody attack him! Affirmative!
Alright, we're trying this again with 20 minutes of fuel. 6 minutes is way, way insufficient with the stock performance. So, lesson learned. worth. That's not a lot of ammo in those little guns. Well, yeah. Pretty boring battle, but, so yeah, it's cool that I got offensive 20mm belts done, but really what you want to do here is not go aloft with 6 minutes of fuel. That was a almost complete waste of time. It wasn't quite, but it was almost. So thankfully, yeah, let's, okay, this time we brought 20 minutes of fuel. So we'll be able to get to altitude and stay at altitude, not have to turn around and glide back home. Well, what have we here? Oh, no! But on the bright side, we won. I may have collided with the guy that I killed, but we won. We got compressor, which is going to be nice. Okay, we're going to go with ground strike, because this is the attacker. If you want to see what all the just plain straight air fighting is, dogfighting, there's the A21RB video that I've already done. Probably yesterday's video, but there you go. Okay. M51 Rockets, 10 of them. Tank battle time. There's at least a whole reproduction right there. Or, actually I don't know if it's a whole reproduction or a whole reprototype. I think it's a production, but it doesn't really matter. It's the guy that's marked. Let's see what... 4 rockets. Oh my god. Wow, those were almost on. Well, I got the M42 anyway. Before I ran out of rockets. Definitely used my rockets at the wrong target. Wow. Alright, let's mark him up. I see the guys in the spawn, but we're gonna try and do some damage to this guy. I don't think we actually can. But we'll keep marking him. There's that guy leaving, backing off of Charlie too, but I don't think he's anything I can hurt either. God, an AVRE, that's funny. Try and keep throwing dirt up in front of the Ho-Re before he kills our AMX-13 if I can just get my nose to roll over. It really doesn't want to. Yeah, sorry, AMX-13. Ah. bombs. I mean, he dropped those bombs right on that M48, but not the target I was marking. I mean, I can't fault him for where he dropped. See if he comes back and drops on that guy. He did! He did! He did! Alright! Ha ha ha! So that was pretty cool. That went pretty well. Okay. Those were a pretty good hit. Those were a pretty good hit, too. Hang on, buddy. Oh, we got him. Nice. Yep, hang on, boys. I'm coming. Oh, my God. Look at them all. There's like 4 of them there. Well, hit him. Alright. Oh, I wish I'd have detonated his missiles. We're going to run for home and get some more rockets. Man, this thing is slow getting back to the battle. The drag penalty from the rocket racks seems to be severe on this aircraft. It is so slow and takes very, 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 very interminable periods of time to get up to speed when taking off. But there we go. We can start the M49s. An RU-251 got behind us at A because my team is not paying any attention at all. And we've got a Tiger and an RU-251 close, 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 close on the cap. Alright, got him at least. Oh my God, they're all over the cap. Our team is so far back, or on the other side of the map, like completely opposite of where the capture point is. That's a pretty good hit. They're nowhere near it! They are nowhere near the cap! Entire enemy team is at the capture point. Our team is anywhere they could be except. Hi, sweetheart. He's not dead yet. I love it. Oh, still not quite enough. I wonder if that air kill would have been enough. Probably not. Alright, M51 rockets, the big high explosive mass ones. Here we go. Don't see anybody at A or near it. There he is. This, well, it was going to be danger close. Hits. Nothing good. There they are, I see them. Ooh, hello. Man! These are supposed to be the high explosive ones. Goodness. Hello, hello. Goodbye, goodbye. Almost got him. Direct hits. Direct hits on the guy. Goodness gracious. Also, they made the airfield a long ways away now. Long ways away for this airfield. I did get an assist with the A21 on that T-34-85, so the direct hit did at least give me something. Let's see what else it gave us. Okay, can't start on the M49s yet. Well, let's do wings repair, I guess, because this thing is slow with the rockets on board. Okay. Bringing these high explosive boys again. The team is all around the cap and they haven't... There he is. Is he driving off? He got knocked out. Okay. I'm switching back off these high explosive ones and going back to the high penetration ones, because at least if I hit... I mean, if high explosive isn't doing the job, then I gotta have the chance to actually get a penetrating hit. Because, I mean, these ain't doing anything. They are all over A. I need to go get more rockets. Hey! Burned him out. Oh boy! Whoops. Let's hope I can, boys. Yeah, I can hit him and not do anything. Really starting to hate these rockets. Alright, our friend the tortoise is still shooting into our spawn from behind that farmhouse right down there. Let's go get him. See if we can do anything at all with these rockets. They're so useless! The rockets are just useless! That's probably the best we're ever going to get out of those. Okay, there's a couple targets. That works. Now I think we'll be leaving. Come on, nose. One of them is in that smoke there, and there's another one over here, an M56 right around here somewhere. There he is, there, he's moving right there. I didn't even get an assist on him. Oh my god, I love it. I didn't even get an assist. Oh, there he is. Target right there. Yep. Darn it. We're a bit short. Yeah, just missed him. Well, there's an assist, at least. I see the guy that's in A. I'm on my way with armor-piercing rockets. Ooh.
I don't want this gear anyways.
Wait, what? Where's my rockets? What? My secondary weapon says I have my rockets loaded, but I have no rockets loaded.
What?
Where is there a P51?
I know that these A21RBs can deal with it very easily. Wait,
Yeah,
how good are the rockets?
but I
in
hear
this
it and I
one?
don't see it, and that's what's worrying me. There's also an enemy jet.
I'm on him. Offend you.
Oh!
Good hit.
Yeah,
Right
I
into
love,
the top of his turret.
I love the M49As. They're so good.
Hello, targets. Right, good morning to you all. Got one of them. Come on, roll over. Critical hit, and we're not gonna pull out of it. Draw distance is terrible. There's two of them now. Yep, definitely just use these rockets. Don't waste your time with the big boy rockets. Just use these. Oh, I thought we had it. I thought we had the triple. So, closing thoughts for the A21RB 6.7 jet attacker and passable fighter. It's a really good 6.7 ground attacker for tank battles, assuming that you only bring the M49A rockets. Don't mess around with the M51s. Are okay if you need high explosives. Like if you're expecting to just go against SPAA, for instance, then you could use the M51s. I don't recommend that you use the M49s in anything outside of air RB to hit bomb zones or an airfield, which I still don't recommend that you do. But if you must use them, that's where I would say they're useful to use. They might be useful against ships, if you ever have the opportunity, because that's what these rockets, I believe, were intended for, is for attacking ships. But other than that, the M49As with the heat penetration will actually do damage if you hit something. And since these 51s and 49s weren't doing a lot of blast damage, even when I was getting very close near misses, or in fact even a direct hit with one of them against a tank, you may as well just fire the ones that have actual penetration value and then do have some explosive mass in them, as opposed to getting a direct hit with one of these things and not doing any damage to somebody at all. So I would certainly recommend that you just stick with the M49As, not to mention also that you get 10 of them compared to the 5. Even though there's more explosive mass in these things, you only get 5 shots. So if you're going to use high explosive ones, use the M51s. You got a better chance of hitting if you can fire 10 rockets compared to 5. But I'm of the use M49As, period. It's a passable fighter. You can use it in regular, just plain old jet combat. The 12.7s were mildly disappointing to me. I felt like I needed to get the upgraded gun belts, whereas with the 13.2s, I did not feel like I needed to get the upgraded gun belts, and I could just use the 13.2 stock ammo to great effect. But it's not the end of the world. You can get the gun ammo fairly quickly. But the biggest thing is when you put these rockets on board, you get an extremely severe drag penalty. Even when the rockets are gone and all that weight is gone, somehow this little bit of wire framing here causes about a 50% speed reduction. So you don't get faster just because you fire off the rockets. I do miss having a bomb option because I prefer dropping bombs on targets. But the rockets were, the M49As at least, were perfectly serviceable to go ahead and use in ground RB. So that's primarily where I plan to use it. If you're going to use it as a fighter, there's certainly nothing wrong with it. The J21RA I think is a little better as a pure fighter, just because it is in fact a pure fighter and doesn't have the wingtip tanks that I'm not sure actually cause any drag or not. But as far as this thing goes, for using it in ground RB, it was quite useful. So I definitely recommend that you give it a try out and throw it in your 6.7 and higher Swedish tank lineup until you get to the point where you can outdo it with the A32s. All right. Thank you all very much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and we'll see you all in the next video. Good luck in the air up there, and wash your hands.